Bagong Kaalaman!
Magandang araw Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Narito na naman ang nag-iisang Rein upang magbahagi sa inyo ng bagong kaalaman. Hala, may quiz kami sa meal tungkol sa media and information sources. Hala, wala akong na-review dito.
Flashback.
Let's go! Sarap ng ulam.
End of flashback.
No, bagsak na ako nito. Paano yan?
Kailangan mo ba ng tulong, kaibigan?
Wow, ikaw yung dati kong naririnig, di ba?
By sheer coincidence.
Di ka kasi nalilinig ko.
Oo nga, ikaw nga yun. Patulong naman, oh.
Panoorin mo sa YouTube ang Bagong Kaalaman Episode 2.
May matututunan ba ako dyan? Hello? Hello? Ngayong episode na ito ay makakasama natin sila Shein, Audrey, Mallari, Jamaeca Rodriguez, Nicole Morales, at Melissa Tungol. Dahil tatalakayin namin ang media and information sources, halina't ating alamin. Hello and good day, students. My name is Rein and I am your tour guide for today. On behalf of Quindara Tours, I would like to welcome you all to Mallari Museum. But before we start our tour, let us know the basics.
What is media? Media, which is the plural of medium, refers to the communication channels through which we disseminate news, music, movies, education, promotional messages, and other data. This can be physical or online. This includes newspaper, magazines, billboards, television, radio, telephone, internet, and fax.
Ha? Ano? Change all? Walang magpapa-change all. Ano yan? Media yan.
General community quarantine. Ibig sabihin po niya,
Lockdown
bawal
na
lumabas
naman?
sa mga nasa
Paano na
kanilang
yung beach
bubble,
vacation
maliban
ko?
lamang kung
Ay.
essential travel.
Ano ulit yan? Media yan.
What is information source? From the word itself, it is a source of information or anything that can inform or provide knowledge. There are three types of information sources: the primary, secondary, and tertiary.
Primary source is an original, uninterpreted, or first-hand material of information created by the person who is directly involved in an activity or event.
Some examples of primary sources include speeches,
Roses are red, violets are blue. I can't sleep at night because I'm thinking of you.
personal letters, videos,
Hey guys, mag-house tour tayo. So, ito yung electric fan.
and more.
A secondary source provides an information obtained through a number of primary sources and has undergone editing and interpretation.
Some examples of secondary sources include dictionaries, magazines, newspaper articles, and more.
Tertiary source presents summaries or condensed versions of materials, usually with references back to the primary sources and secondary sources.
Some examples of tertiary sources include encyclopedias and almanacs.
Did you know that there are two formats of information source?
The print and the non-print.
Have your attention, please.
Now that you know the basics, let's dig deeper and widen our knowledge. where can we find information sources? Let us start with Indigenous media. As a matter of fact, Indigenous media is also known as Indigenous knowledge. Now, what is Indigenous media?
Hi students, I am Indigenous Media, and today I will share to you my definition, characteristics, and form. Indigenous media is a knowledge that is a given culture or society. I am often relayed to as people media and community media. People media are the persons involved in the use, analysis, and production of media and information. On the other hand, community media are managed and controlled by the indigenous people. Do you want to know more? The characteristics of indigenous media is first, the practice of oral tradition and communication. Hi, my pleasure to meet you. Second, information is stored in the memories of the people. What's next? Oh, I remember. Lastly, information is contained within the borders of the community. Tell Kylie that I have something to share with her.
Now that we know almost everything about Indigenous media, what are its forms?
Great question. Indigenous media can be a folk or traditional media in gatherings and social organizations, a direct observation, a written, carved, and oral records, and lastly, oral instructions.
Wow! Indigenous media is truly amazing. Now, let us move on to the next information source. Trivia! Did you know that libraries came into existence because of the invention of the printing press? Speaking of library, may I present to you library sources.
Students, I am Library Resources. First, I will explain to you what is library. Library is a building or room that contains a large collection of books and reference materials. Libraries are evaluated on the extent of information they provide, so here are the 4 types of library. First type is academic library. Academic library usually serves different colleges and universities. The second type is public library, which serves cities and towns of all types. School library, which serves students from kindergarten up to grade 12. The last type is the special library, which is specialized in environment such as hospitals, corporation, museum, military, private business, and government.
Indeed, libraries are very useful and significant because the main role of a library is to organize and provide access to information. But nowadays, there are modern libraries which are using digital facilities such as the internet to provide a variety and updated databases all over the world. The last media and information source is also known as the information superhighway. Let us welcome the internet sources.
That's right, Miss Tour Guide. Internet is known as the information superhighway as it is a platform where we can get any information about any possible thing going in this world.
Internet is a global computer network providing a variety of information and communication facilities consisting of interconnected networks using standardized communication protocols.
How do we evaluate the information found on the internet? Here are the 4 key points to remember. Number 1, authorship. Number 2, publishing body. Number 3, accuracy and verifiability. And lastly, the currency. Now, what are the things to consider in evaluating information?
1. Reliability of information. Information is said to be reliable if it can be verified and evaluated. Others refer to the trustworthiness of the source in evaluating the reliability of information.
Number 2. Accuracy of information. Accuracy refers to the closeness of the report to the actual data. Measurement of accuracy varies depending on the type of information being evaluated. In forecast, it is similar to the actual data. And in financial, the values are correct.
3. Value of information. Information is said to be of value if it aids the user in making or improving decisions.
Number 4. Authority of the source. Always ask yourself who authored or published the information. Is the source credible?
5. Timeliness. Reliability, accuracy, and value of information may vary based on the time it was produced or acquired. It may become irrelevant and inaccurate with the passing of time, thus making it less valuable. Other information may be timeless, proven to be the same in reliability, accuracy, and value throughout the.
What is the advantage and disadvantage of internet sources?
The advantage of the internet is that it is accessible and convenient to use, that one can obtain a vast amount of information in a second.
However, its disadvantage is that it is difficult to check the accuracy of some information on the internet, so make sure to evaluate the information first.
This concludes the Meal E-Museum Tour. Again, I am Rein and I am your tour guide for today. And on behalf of the Quindara Tours, we hope that you learned a lot of information and knowledge about media and information sources. Thank you, and we would love to tour you again soon. Bye! Yun pala yun. Anong oras na ba? Oh, sakto, quiz na namin.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Naku, ilan kaya ako? Ikinalulungkot kong sabihin na ito na ang last and final episode ng Bagong Kaalaman. Bago ang lahat, gusto kong pagpasalamat kanila Shein, Apple, Nicole, and Melissa dahil naging bahagi kayo ng aking TV show. Muli, ako si Rein.
Ako si Shein.
Ako si Apple.
Ako si Nicole,
Si Melissa.
At kami ay narito
upang magbahagi sa inyo
ng Bagong Kaalaman.
Hanggang sa muli.
Paalam!
Wow!